Okay, I can't be the only one that before Act 3 premiered, I tried going to sleep early. I barely got any sleep because I was so excited to watch Act 3 in the morning. But Jesus, what was I getting myself into? As y'all know, Act 3 concluded last Saturday. Well, when I'm recording this last Saturday. And I binged all of it in like 3 hours. I didn't stay up, but I binged it. And Jesus, loving Christ, did this act destroy me? And didn't I say, I said Act 2 broke me. This act, this is gonna destroy me, and it did. Pause. Whoa, whoa, whoa. After I finished the show, I felt so empty. I thought about the show all day. Even when I went out the house and did outside activities, I still thought about the show. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's really over, man. But I'm going to get to the last 2 episodes in a minute because that's something, I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about those. I want to talk about perhaps probably my favorite episode this season, maybe even the show, I'm not sure, and that is episode 7. You're going to start this first because I did not expect to see Echo and Powder dancing to the most beautiful song at 6 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, I'm not even going to talk about step by step what happened. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. I was going to talk about my favorite moments and just my overall thoughts on the episode. And in fact, probably the reception because people did love it and had a lot to say about it too. But first, I want to say this episode as a whole is one of my favorites because I was so happy watching it and cherishing this moment. Even though I had, a little worry, I couldn't fully embrace it and enjoy it because I didn't know what was going to happen in the next 2 episodes after I finished watching this one. And safe to say, it's the reason I felt that. But no, I was happy watching it, but mentally too, I knew this is fucking me up, bro. It still low-key fucks me up to this day. After days have been passed, I still think about this scene and just them two interacting alone. If you don't know, my favorite characters in Arcane is Jinx. Well, that's my favorite character, probably damn near all time, but yeah, Jinx is my favorite character. Then there's Vi, number 2, and then Echo is number 3. And immediately when I seen how the episode started, I knew that Echo was in, a different timeline, and see this version of Jinx, which I get to. I was like, okay, this is going to be one of them episodes. And I kind of knew what was happening step by step, because surprisingly, I watch a lot of time traveling animes, so yeah, there's that. Still, I was fully immersed in the scene, and it's like another plot twist in the show, because we all know the good Jinx we know and love to this day, but we see Powder, and what did I say when I think in Act 1 in that video? I said that I missed this Powder because I rewatched season 1 before I watched season 2, and I was just embracing the little Powder that we knew before she became Jinx. So, and then the fact that we got it back at an unexpected point too, which I figured I was wondering where Echo was gonna go or where did he head to since. Well, I guess Echo and Hermodinka, since we know what happened to Jace. Well, not yet, but we knew how whatever he went through affected him too much that he looked like this after the incident. And I'll get to him in a minute too, because the writers are, this is crazy. But the way they presented Powder in this is literally one of my favorite versions of her ever, because she, to me, felt like the hero in this dimension. Of course, the only downside to this dimension, I think everything's perfect in this dimension, honestly. But the only downside is that Vi's gone, and I'm pretty sure you Vi haters out there are celebrating and wish y'all legit this could have been canon and been the whole story all along. But it still sucks because, man, I love Vi. So, but yeah, that's the only downside to this. But everything else was good. We saw characters that died in season 1 came back and show a grown up version, like Milo, his boy, Vander, Echo's father figure, and other characters, and that was dope to see because sometimes fan arts can only do so much to see what the characters would look like if they survived. They got to cope with that. But now that we see a dimension like this, it was so dope. And Echo thought the whole time and try to get back to his people because we know what his mission was to begin with. Got people to take care of. And the way he viewed Jinx in his own world and into this one took a little bit of adjustment, which I understand. If a person let's say my crazy ex tried to kill me, I would I would be spooked too, you know what I'm saying? And also a little jab at the little shipping of these two. I've seen edits on TikTok, which is another reason I wanted to do this video by itself. But people always point out how Echo always saw he always had a crush on her, on Jinx, or he always loved her. And it would show the fight they had in season 1. And then they just showed the shot where Echo's gonna punch her, but Jinx got that little puppy dog look because they used to be friends. And then they was they always loved each other right here. You see it. Then these niggas always forget the moment after she gave him that look. She dead ass tried to off herself and him in the explosion by setting off a bomb. Y'all gotta remember this stuff, bro. I'm sorry, I thought that was funny. But anyways, yeah, the parallels between this world and that world too, like they showed when Echo saw her lying down, and then like just the transition is so dope. And the visuals of this new world is so good and pleasing to look at. I was happy. This was good filler, bro. I was happy to see this. Even Hermedicker became Brooke in this world, and like just sorry, One Piece reference. He became a rock star singing his ass off and shit, and he was happy too. And while also embracing this, I'm like jotting down notes, and I had like a theory before I watched the last episodes. I was like, what if Echo brings back this powder just in case Jinx dies, and then he I know that fucks up a lot of stuff for like different dimensions, but I was trying to cope because in my head I got a feeling Jinx was gonna die towards the end. They go show all this kumbaya stuff in Echo and Hermedica timeline, and then show Jace go through some Dark Souls type of journey, and then it's tragic. It sucks. The memes are funny as hell though. The memes are so funny, but Jace is such a real bro. He's so raw, and by the end of this episode, I loved how he kept fighting, kept crawling back up just to do what he has to do. Jace is that dog, man, and I love the ending shot between him. I understand why he said, I won't fail, I will finish the job. I understand now, bro. Well, I understood it back then too, unlike y'all, but like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Dare I say, Jace is him. That boy's that dog, he's a survivor, and he gonna get shit done. But his journey was sad to see though. But unfortunately, I say Jace is probably like top 5 for me, maybe top 6. He wasn't 3 or 1 though, so I was enjoying my ass off with the Pattern and Echo storyline, seeing them build stuff together, seeing them get into a mini fight. Okay, that honestly, I was mad at my boy Echo for that. I understand why he was, tripping and saying that mean stuff about Vi, her being dead. And this scene, honestly, when Pattern got mad, I was so upset at Echo, and I was like, Powder, it's okay. I want to hug Powder so much because she's a sweetheart this episode, so I don't want her to feel upset, man. This is one of the girls you don't want to make upset or don't want to make mad because that would hurt me. And my GOAT did, man. So proud of Echo. It won her heart back with the mural and other stuff. And overall, his charm. And I liked the way how he was able to express himself that he wasn't able to do back in his own world. And whether that is to Powder or his father figure. I'm sorry, I think Beanzo. I think that's his name, yeah, Beanzo. I keep forgetting the name sometimes, but yeah, and that was nice to give him that message. And as he said, he wants to pretend it's the first time because sometimes he never got to experience this stuff because, his own world is just tragedy. But I loved every scene they was in. That dance scene, that little 4 frames per second, that's a genius move, bro. The detail, because if you don't know, the time Echo figured out that he could leap back in time was 4 seconds. And that's what they did, 4 frames per second in the dance thing. It looked so damn beautiful. Some unique shit I'd never seen before. And this is a callback to episode 7 too, because I said the same thing about episode 7, season 1. The detail in this show, so it makes it one of a kind. I love this show so much. And I love this scene so much, man. I keep replaying this in my head, mostly because, well, I've seen it all over my damn TikTok the day and the second day afterwards. Seen it with the Billie Eilish song, seen it with the French song, which, by the way, that French song, I'm going to have to tap into their music because, that's so beautiful. And the different edits I've seen between these two, Patter and Echo, and Gwen and Miles. And I called it in my notes too when I first saw it. I was like, this is a Gwen and Miles ad couple, you know what I'm saying? As a compliment, I mean as a funny way. But yeah, I love both of them. I love both of these two. And it's crazy how both got lost. Well, not lost, but both are trapped in another dimension. That's all I'm gonna say. The beautiful rooftop moment was everything though. The kiss, y'all know I like shipping sometimes. Even though I like to ship Caitlyn and Vi. This is an underrated ship I also do support because they both understand each other to another level. Fortunately, some things don't work out in certain roles, but yeah. And in my notes, I said that after this beautiful episode, I was like, we're getting dark ending, right? We for sure getting dark ending. This is the first episode of Act 3. Yeah, we're cooked. I just want to appreciate this episode alone, make a video by itself. Probably one of my favorites. It just made me feel good, if that makes sense. The experience I had watching this was just amazing. I haven't seen like a show hook me in like this in a long time, and this is one of the episodes this proves why Arcane is one of the GOATs. Oh, and also Hermedicker died. But people are a little bit mad saying that his death was like rushed. But I found out there's some like online lore seeking in a way that apparently Yordles, which is what these people call or what his kind is called, not the animal things I used to say, but apparently they're like immortal in League lore, so I don't know if he's actually dead. He probably just somewhere else. But I understood why he sacrificed himself. People didn't understand it. Bro, he's 1,000 years old. Like, he lived, and I think he lived to like 1,000 in this world too. Both in the old one and this one. So I'm like, bro, I get it. GG's, man. Go have fun in the afterlife. You deserve it, man. 1,000 years is crazy. And plus, he might come back. He might come back later on in the other world. And the ending too, with Echo seeing, well, back in his form, seeing this Powder and Powder looking shocked and confused. This moment I love. I think this smile right here just shows you how much Echo forgave Powder or understood the real Powder, unlike the old one, like the Jinx. It took him this to realize that, and I understand. And also I think it just shows his appreciation for her as a person in general, no matter what version of her is out there. Just he appreciates the Powder he truly knows. And she kept the necklace. And fun detail too, the necklace is the side profiles of Jinx and Echo. Bro, that detail is S tier. Fucking God tier. They cooking too much, bro. But yeah, so, and maybe people are making theories like maybe this will cause a divergence in the timeline. She might interact with the new Jinx or other Echo. I know y'all coping, but like that would be dope too. You don't know how much money I will pay to get like a DVD or like a extra content of this Powder, the friendly sweet Powder, meeting this Jinx. Whew. I take my money, bro. I need it. Say that I kind of think this Jinx is tied with or this Powder is tied with Jinx as both my favorite characters. Just when you think I could like Jinx more, they show me a different version of her, and I love her just as much. And one last comparison, I think this type of episodes I love so much because it just shows you a different side of the story you never expect to see, and it just blows you away. Because I remember the same kind of like flashback filler episode in a way, even though it's not really filler, you know what I mean by that. Like this same thing happened to one of my favorite episode in this show, The Bear. You already know what I'm talking about. What's it called? Fish Sticks or something like that. And they had a family dinner. Yeah, that episode is my favorites of all time, like in any media. Because, bro, just the different characters we see in there that we didn't see in the current time. A lot played into that factor of the episode, and I feel like this episode showed like a different side of Arcane that we didn't know we ever wanted. So, but that's it for my favorite episode. 10 out of 10 to me. I know people saying it's the best episode ever in Arcane, which I get it. I'm not even mad that you say that because, you know, it's my favorite. So at least for this season. But then again, it's episode 6 because that's also really, really good. So, just know it's one of the best episodes ever made in fiction. That's all I'm going to say. Same episode 6. Oh, whoa. The last thing too, I'm probably going to do episode 8 and 9 together to finish off the act. And I got more videos to follow up after that regarding Arcane or League of Legends. Not the game, just the lore. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video by itself because I love this episode so much. And yeah, it may take a little while for Act 3 to finish when I do those videos because it's a lot of work to put into those videos. So I might do other videos around the time. I know, it depends on my schedule. I don't know. You'll see. But this video is coming maybe early December at the latest. So for Act 3. That being said, subscribe, like the video. And I'll see y'all then. Comment down below your thoughts on this episode too, or Arcane in general. And I'm out. Peace. Oh, bye.